Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is FPLElmer and today I'm going to be going through my match day 1 team selection for the Euros. This is going to be my final draft before the Euros kicks off. But before I get into the video, aiming to get 600 subscribers before the end of the Euros. So if you're new around here and enjoying the content, make sure you subscribe and also make sure you drop a like on the video. It really helps out the channel. And not wasting any much time, let's get straight into it. So first, I'm going to start off with the defenders, and as you can see on your screens, the league code available on there. So you make sure you join the league. I think there are around 35 people in there, so make sure you join up. There's also a predictor league if you're interested in predictions, and the links are down in the description. So the defenders are going to be having Verbruggen in there. I think I've gone for the cheap alternative goalkeepers in the tournament in Verbruggen and Lunin. Verbruggen now has been confirmed he's going to be the starting goalkeeper for the Dutch, and that's why I've gone for him in there. And Lunin in there as well because I think Ukraine look really good. Look, they have a lot of quality players. I'm not sure about the defense, but they have quality players in the attack. So I hope that the defense can be also able to pull up and be able to keep some clean sheets in there. But I've gone for the cheap alternative. I know I could have gone for Pickford at 5 million, but I just think there's no need for going for expensive goalkeepers and go for the cheap alternative, and that's why I've gone for the cheap alternatives. Then the defenders are going to be having Gay in there. I think it's going to be the starting defender for England since Maguire has withdrawn, and as well he's been given that number 6 shirt. I know shirts don't mean anything, but I think that's a sign that is going to be the starter in that with the Stones in there. I don't know even if Stones is going to start the first match day. I think he is pretty much nailed on for the first game. Then you have Frimpong. He looked really good in their friendlies, and that's why I've gone for him in there. Van Dijk is 6 million. He's on penalties, but I just think Frimpong offers a little bit more attacking wise. That's why I've gone for him in there. Then you have DiMarco. You all know DiMarco from Serie A. They've been playing here for fantasy. You also know that DiMarco does not usually defend a lot. He's usually in the attacking third, getting a lot of assists and trying to score a lot of goals. And that's why I've gone for him in there for Italy, the likes of Immobile, and not Immobile, the likes of Scamacca, who's going to be up top. I think DiMarco is going to have a lot of fun, and that's why I've gone for him in there. Then you have Mittelstad in there for Germany. I don't only 4 million. I don't only 4 million. I think it's a cheap option from a very one of the favorite countries to win it all. As far as I've gone for him, he's going to be starting the left back. I just think it's a bargain of a price to turn down, and I think everyone should be going for him. Then we can finish off the defense department with Fires from Belgium. Belgium, they've been looking good defensively, which I think is their main problem, especially now that Courtois is not going to be going. It's going to be Castells in net. I think it's going to be a new dynamic, a new team. So it's going to be interesting to see how the young defense is going to be able to perform. That's why I've gone for five in there, just hoping for some clean sheets, and of course, the price at 4 million. I think it's a no-brainer that you should be going for him definitely. That's the defense. Looks pretty solid. Looks has some attacking returns in there, potential clean sheets in there as well. So now let's look at the midfielders. So now we can look at the midfielders. I'm going to be going for Bukayo Saka in there. I mean, Saka is the one of the cheapest in the England squad, who you can see is going to be a guaranteed starter because Foden, I think, is a million more expensive, and the other attackers I don't think are going to be playing the likes of Palmer, as I think he's going to be off the bench players, and that's why I've gone for Saka in there. I know that he's going to be able to perform as he performed really well in the qualifiers. He'll be going to be able to perform. I hope he's not carrying an injury because there were some rumors that he might be injured, but I hope he's going to be fit. Then we have VATS there, 7.5 million. I initially had Tony Cruz in there, but I just think VATS is going to offer a little bit more than Tony Cruz. Tony Cruz is going to be mostly stay back, try to find the odd pass here and there. And I think VATS is going to be at the end of set pieces. I mean, at the end of a lot of chances. And that's why I've gone for him in there. Then you have Soboslai from Hungary. I think Hungary have been very good in qualifiers, and Soboslai I think has had around 10 goal and assist involvements in the qualifiers. I think he's the main man for Hungary, and I hope he's going to be able to perform. Then you have Rodri for Spain. I think Rodri is going to perform really, really, really well. Of course, he still has his no losing streak in the UEFA tournament, so he's going to be able to continue that. And a wise man has told me that Spain are going to win the Euros, and so if Spain are going to win the Euros, they're going to need Rodri to be on top of his game, and I'm sure he's going to be on top of his game. He has a lot of ball recoveries, and he's on penalties as well, and he has the potential to score some goals as well, as we have seen him do for Man City. Then finishing off the midfield, we're going to be having Bruno Fernandes. We have all seen Bruno Fernandes. In the match against Ireland, he looked really, really good. In the match they won, I think 4-2 or something. He came off the bench and got 2 assists, and I think maybe scored a goal as well. So going for Bruno in there. I think he's the key man for Portugal at the moment, and I'm sure he's going to be able to perform, and he's going to be able to bring in the goals and assists as well. That's the midfield, full of goals, full of assists. So now let's look at the forwards. So now we can look at the forward. We're going to be starting off with Harry Kane in there at 11 million. We all know Harry Kane. He's the bagsman for England, and he's also a playmaker sometimes. So he comes in a two-in-one package. Can get some goals and can also get assists as well. So that's why I've gone for him in there. Then we have Havertz in there as well. I just think he always performs really, really well for Germany, and he's also been looking very good towards the end of the season for Arsenal. I'm sure he's going to be able to carry that form, and also he's going to be able to perform at that striking position for Germany. And then finishing off the team is going to be the one and only Kylian Mbappe. I'm sure now he's back at his move to Real Madrid, so I'm sure he's going to be wanting to prove a point, and I'm sure he's going to be able to perform, and how France will be able to perform, and especially Mbappe will be able to perform and get the goals and assists as well. So that's the full team. The forward line looks pretty solid. The midfield looks solid as well, and so does the defense. And I'm happy with that. Just a reminder before we move on to the next segment, make sure you join the leagues. The link is on your screen, as you can see. And also, if you want the link to the predictor, it's down in the description. So make sure you go check that out as well. So that's the team, as I've said. So now let's look how we're going to be lining up for match day one. So for match day one, this is how we're going to be lining up. We're going to be having Verbruggen in net. We're going to be having Gehi, Mittelstadt, DiMarco, Frimpong in the defense, Saka, Vats, Szoboszlai, and Rodri in the midfield, and then Kane and Havertz up top. Of course, the players on the team right now are the teams are players from teams who are going to be playing earlier on. And then on the bench, you have Lunin, Fez, Mbappe, and Bruno, who are going to be playing on the 17th and 18th. So that's why they're on the bench. And the players who are starting are going to be playing on 15th and 16th. So that's the team, that's the lineup of how we're going to be lining up. The captain is going to be on Havertz for the first game, because Germany are playing on the first day alone. So I think it's just right to go for a Germany player, then you'll be able to switch it in the next day to a different person. That's the team. Yeah, and with that, I'd like to thank you all guys for watching. Hope you've enjoyed, and if you're new around here as well, don't forget to subscribe. And with that, I'd like to thank you all guys for watching, and I'll see you all guys later. Bye bye.